What's up everyone? Today is going to be a video that is one of the most overpowered tips that I'm going to share with you, and it's something that will carry on for your whole gaming career. And as you can tell from the title, it's about playing claw. If you don't have a paddled or button controller like this one, where it has buttons in the back for you to press, then learning claw will be a necessity for you to thrive in first-person shooter games. Now that we know claw has the same capabilities as a paddled controller, what exactly is claw? So normally you'd be holding a controller like this with either both of your fingers on the triggers, your pointers on the triggers, and your thumbs here, and you would have to use your thumb to press all of these buttons over here. So if you're trying to play, you need to come here to jump and then go back to your stick. You could also play like this with your middle fingers on the triggers and your pointers on the bumpers, and then you would play like this as well. So what claw is you move from the regular position, you move your thumb up to that second way I showed you, and we're going to be using our pointer finger to move or to hit all of these buttons. So instead of trying to jump like this when we're playing, we can now touch all of these buttons without moving my thumb off of the stick. So this gives us a big advantage when we play. And yes, it looks really uncomfortable, but you get used to it and it's a huge advantage in gameplay. So as you can see, my middle finger will be doing the right trigger and the right bumper, and my left hand will pretty much be the same, however you feel like holding it. My pointer finger, it'll be hitting all the face buttons, so it'll be doing jump, reload, weapon change, and the crouching if you play on default. As you can see, this is a paddle controller or a button controller, where you get the same benefits if you play on bumpers, but the reason why I like claw is you can learn on any controller and it doesn't require you to get a specific controller like this. So you'll save money, and you'll also be able to do it on a paddle controller later on. And I'll show you why there's more benefits in doing so like that. Okay, so we're going to jump in a private match and I'm going to show you guys exactly what you are able to do with claw. Okay, let's take a look how you would play if you played regular, how most of you guys are playing right now with your two thumbs here and no extra finger to press the face buttons. So you'd be running, and then if you want to jump and shoot, you have to take your thumb off of the right stick, which would make aiming a lot harder when making these jump shots. Also, like if you wanted to slide or dive, you would have to take your thumb off of the stick. Even when you press Y or reload, that's when your thumb also leaves the stick. This can cost you gunfights and will also affect your aim when doing these. You also can't drop shot unless you have like your control set to tactical, where you would crouch pressing the right stick. So let's see what we can do playing claw now. So we're gonna rotate our hand position and use our pointer finger to press all these buttons. First of all, you will never have to move your thumb off of the stick. Whatever buttons are here, you're gonna use your pointer finger to do it. So I can jump shot, have my aim ready, track the entire time that I'm running. So it leads to smoother and more accurate corner peaks or corner jump peaks, or jump aiming in general. Like if you're in a gunfight and you're jumping, you can stay on the right stick. This overall leads to better movement and allows you to do things like drop shotting without holding the right stick down. So what I'm saying there is, when you're usually playing tactical, let's just switch it real quick. So if you play tactical, you can see here that the slide dive is on the right stick, and you're able to prone stuff using the right stick, but it makes it hard to drop shot because you need to put pressure down on the right stick as well as aim at the same time, so it's not ideal. With it on default and playing claw, you're able to hold B down and have the freedom of your right stick, so you're not putting any pressure on your right stick, and it makes it a lot easier to aim. Another cool thing is you see a lot of pros do this where they just spam Y. It's called YYs. It's to like cancel reloads, and it's also to just keep you in rhythm when you're like running. So for example, if you're like in a gunfight, you reload, someone comes around the corner, and YY and get your gun reload canceled. And I'd say the most important benefit from playing claw is being able to slide cancel with ease. So as you can see here, I press B and then A to cancel my slide, and you can cancel it in different lengths. And if you were to do this on regular, you would be doing like double tapping B or BA. And when doing this, you have no ability to aim since your right thumb is not on the right stick. So if I wanted to slide cancel around the corner, can't do it. If you're doing claw, very easy to do so. The last benefit of playing claw is you do not need a special controller. So you can see I'm not using any, or this is a special controller with paddles and everything, but I'm not using it. And If you want to pair it with a paddle controller, you can bind your left paddles. Like I have these two buttons here. This left one here is to ping, and this one is push to talk, so I don't have to be mic'd up the entire time. So it's very convenient. I'm able to just ping. I don't have to go to my left, or I don't have to go to my D-pad here to ping. I just have a danger ping on my left paddle, and I can make callouts easily since I have push to talk binded to my other stick. So like if I die, if I see someone there, I just tap my push to talk and it starts talking. If you're already playing paddles, like where you're using the paddles for the face buttons, I wouldn't recommend switching to claw. You won't get any benefit from that. But if you didn't want to rely on specialized controllers anymore, then yes, this would be the best option. This is going to be huge in Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, where you're going to be slide canceling all the time. So I recommend that you learn claw as soon as possible. Now that we know all the benefits of playing claw and the advantages that it can give you in gaming, let me give you guys some tips on how to transition to claw. You are going to have to force this. There will be brain patterns that you need to rewire, and it will take multiple days for you to get used to this, maybe even weeks. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to make some wrong button presses, your brain's gonna be confused for a pretty long time, so give yourself some slack. Don't get too frustrated about it. It'll take time for you to get there. Your aim will take time to adjust. Your thumb won't be in the center of the stick like it's used to. It'll be more on the side like this. My biggest tip to get your aim back to par is to do aim training with your hand in the claw position. Even though you won't be pressing the face buttons in Aimlabs, it'll get your brain rewired to the new hand position when you're aiming. To practice your movement, I would recommend to just jump in a private match and do some of the maneuvers that I was showing you inside of the demo earlier. If you really care about your ranked play skill rating, make sure you don't jump into this playing claw right away. I would ease into it, play a lot of pubs playing with the claw position, do aim training, go in private matches, and get the transition period pretty much over with. I'm not saying you'll be fully transitioned in a week or two, but you will pretty much have the gist of it where you're not making too many mistakes. Another tip is your hands will get sore from being in this new position, and it is normal. Take a break and don't overdo it. Your hands will get used to it eventually. Another tip to reduce your pointer finger pain is to have your finger hover around here when you're not using it, either here or the middle. Do not keep it on A the entire time. That'll cause some cramping. So here or here should help. With that being said, let's jump into some clips and see how good playing claw actually is.
I get to the paper, boy. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me more than I'm on it next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. Good luck with that, big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Power in this coalition, we just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every rolling. I'm back with a vengeance, I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches were soldiers were made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
There are some cons to playing claw. Your hand will get sore from adjusting to these new hand positions. You will have a brutal transition period where it will take days and maybe even weeks to get any of the benefits of playing claw, and your aim will be off for a little bit. But the long-term benefits you'll get from moving to claw greatly outweighs these cons that come from the transition period. You'll be able to press all of the face buttons without moving your thumb off of the right stick, which is huge for first-person shooters. A special controller with paddles is no longer necessary, so you'll end up saving money, and claw will translate to most of the first-person shooters as the face buttons are key interactions that are needed in the game. Hope all of this information helps you out, and let me know in the comments if you'll be switching to claw. Good luck on your claw journey, and I'll catch you all later. Shoots.